What is up there, folks? Welcome to another edition of Billy the Kid's No Bullshit Toy Reviews. Today we are taking a look at the baddest bitch in the universe. That's right, the Neca Alien Queen. It's not the Neca Alien Queen. It's a knockoff of the Neca Alien Queen. I saw a link on eBay. It said authentic product, US seller. I bought it. It came in a fucking mangled box covered in Chinese stickers, and it's a Chinese knockoff, motherfucker. He got me. Well, I'm going to review it anyway, and if I can find a actual Neca version at retail, I'm going to pick it up and I'll even do a comparison. But let's see what we've got here. It is a beautiful sculpt. It is the exact sculpt that the official product is. It just has, minor differences, minor issues, and some of them pissed me off so much that I took some super glue and tightened up some joints. So let's get down to the real nitty gritty. Really cool, really pretty toy, okay? The head on this figure is on a sliding mechanism. So you can sort of make it like in the first Aliens scene where you see her and, the head slides out. So that's really cool. Head is on the face is on a ball joint. So you get a lot of different articulation there, like, options for posing the face. Jaw opens up, looks really cool, looks great. Teeth are this really cool see-through transparent plastic. There is a small inner mouth that I have attached. Unlike the other Neca Alien figures, this mouth does not retract. It actually has a separate mouth right here that you would remove this piece, insert it in her mouth, and it would look like it is shooting out. So if you want to pose it with the Neca power loader, it'd probably look really, really fucking cool. It comes with a stand that has a metal support beam, a clear plastic base, and like a holding piece. There's also a longer metal rod so you can get her in an attack mode. Again, that is something where I would assume you would use that with the Neca power loader. These spines were separate. They pop in on a ball joint. They're on a pegged ball joint, so you get a little bit of movement with them. I actually crazy glued them in at the base because they just kept falling out. They were so loose. So that really that bothered me quite a bit. You've got a ball joint here at the top of the head. Oh yeah, this pops off like a motherfucker. Okay, this annoys the shit out of me. All right, the crown just pops right off. I'm going to assume that's just part of the knockoff quality. So you've got a really good range of motion here at the head. You've got the neck piece as well, is on a classic Neca waist joint, pretty much. These legs were so fucking loose that I had to tighten them up, and you can see they're still loose. She's still struggling. The arms, let's take her off her base here. Show you since the head's off. There is a rotating piece inside here that allows you to change where the arms positioning is. And I think that's really, really fucking cool because there's a separate joint there. So you can get a full 360 degrees on each arm there. There is a joint on the inside as well that lets you get some bend. So there's a lot of rotation at this shoulder. Just like all the other Alien figures, the elbow has a full 360 degree range of motion as well as a really good bend at the elbow. This piece does not rotate. This is all sculpted in. The hand bends up and down, as well as a full 360-degree rotation. Nothing with these fingers. The titty attack arms have a bend up here as well as a full 360-degree rotation. They've got a bend at the elbow as well as a full 360-degree rotation at the elbow. The wrist bends back and forth and a full 360-degree rotation. So really, really articulated, okay? You've got a waist articulation as well, just like all the other Neca figures. A little bit of posability there, so that's really cool. This monster tail is just a giant bendy tail like the classic snake alien from the Kenner figures, and I'm sure they're updated snake alien. Okay, so now you're going to get into the ugly with this figure. You're going to see my super glue work just to make these legs hold themselves up. Same thing with the shoulder. You've got rotation here at the joint as well as here. So you can get a full 360 degrees at the thigh. You've got a swivel as well at the thigh. So there is an insane amount of posability with the legs on this bitch. Knees don't bend straight, but they do bend a lot more than the McFarlane offering that I had when I was a kid. You've got rotation here at this knee as well as at the base of this knee. You've got a little bit of back and forth. So you can ultimately, if you wanted to make like a hive play set or something, you could, or display, you've got the ability to pose her as if she's sitting on it. You've got rotation as well at the shin. You've got, let's move this up a little bit. Since we've got so much rotation, I can just do that. You've also got rotation here at the foot, I guess it is, and a bend at the foot. The toe straightens out, moves around, and 360 degree rotation at the foot. All in all, it's incredible. It is truly incredible. I do love it. I'm just pissed off that, you know, I spent money on a authentic Neca Alien Queen. That is the way that the listing was sold. That's the way that this was pitched, that this was authentic. Okay? So that's where my disgruntledness comes from. It is excellent. And if you don't want to spend the money on the official product, there really isn't any need to. Okay? Because this figure is fantastic. This figure is worth the money. I think it, after shipping and all that, it came to like 75 bucks. Okay, so it's worth it. It looks really good in the display case. I want to build myself a little hive because I just think it'd look cool to have the eggs and a couple aliens. So, all in all, go check your local Targets first so you can get an official product. Or you could try the eBay way. You're going to have to do some fixes with this figure if you go the knockoff route, okay? The legs cannot hold this figure up. They can't do it, even with the base. Just doesn't happen. There's not enough strength there. However, if you're just going to throw it in a display case and let it be, it's a really good option for you. Paint on this figure is beautiful. There's no blemishes. There's nothing that looks out of place. They really did go all out. It's just the quality of the joints is not what you'd expect on a figure of this price and of this size. Do me a favor. I know that they don't sell knockoffs and they're not even selling this item, but check out my buddies down below at Big Tin Robot Toys and Collectibles. As well, take the time to check out my new Patreon page. Anybody that wants to help support me with my reviews, I truly appreciate it. It keeps me from having to work overtime shifts to support my little hobby here. All right, I'd like to spend more time with my wife and kids, and I can do that if you guys support me. In fact, any figure that I purchase through the Patreon, I will thank whomever that Patreon may be. Or if there's a specific figure that you want me to review, send over that little bit of green and I'll review that figure just for you. I will throw you a shout out. I will make sure that your appreciation is, noted. This is Billy the Kid, last surviving member of the No Bullshit Toy Reviews, signing off.